Yes, to our last week of meal prep, at least for our first 3 months. What delectable meals do we have this week? Straight out of the oven, apricot fish, apricot chicken, Sea-Bream with garlic pasta, lunch proteins, prawns, salmon, fish cakes, and ground chicken. Lunch veggies, sautéed Chinese cabbage, and roasted zucchinis. Hey guys, welcome back to today's episode of cooking. We are in week 12 officially of meal prepping, and this is actually the last week that we are going to meal prep. We have now done 3 months of meal prep, so there's enough videos to inspire you and to guide you and to inspire you once again to start meal prepping. And for today, I believe we have 4 dishes including tonight's dinner, because we still have 1 dish of last week. The reason why we still have a dish of last week, my husband he ate with his friends at the base, and he really enjoys when they do hashi, which is baby camel. And so he ate with them, and that's why we still have a dish left of last week. We will start with that and do the other few dishes. Right now, I am just boiling water for our pasta because we're making the garlic pasta again with our oven baked fish. So I'm going to start boiling my water while I am cutting my zucchinis. Let's put these veggies in the oven first. All I'm going to do is brush my pan with a little bit of oil. I have oil over here in a container. I'm using a teaspoon of oil. You know how anti-oil I am these days. And now we just put the veggies in here. And rub them in this oil. This is our first lunch veggie. A little bit of salt. A little bit of coriander powder. And then in the oven. We want to take out our lunch veggie out of the oven because that veggie is done. Ooh, look at that lovely lunch veggies. Fantastic, fantastic. Oh, and by the way, I like to put the cabbage on parchment paper so that the parchment paper can soak up that extra moisture. Otherwise, the moisture is going to be all over the other veggies, and you're still going to go sautéed okra into this pan. Next, we're moving on to lunch veggie number 2, which is just going to be sautéed Chinese cabbage. That's it. I'm going to keep it plain and simple because that is what we can eat. I'm warming up my pan here. I just rubbed it with oil and I already cut my cabbage. This is going to go quick. So we are going to saute all this cabbage. So that's it. We are just going to saute this cabbage. So we're just waiting for this cabbage to brown at the bottom and then we start tossing it. Our Chinese cabbage is done now. It is lovely. As you can see, it's cooked down a lot. And this is nice to have because you can make a bowl with it. You can use it in a wrap with your proteins. I just like to have these lunch veggies because it really just helps with lunch for me, seeing that there's a lot of things that I cannot eat, and especially bread. I should stay away from it as much as I can. And so this is a nice lunch veggie number 2, and this is done. I am going to start with the fish and the pasta. The Sea-Bream that goes in the oven, and it's pasta. Let's put our pasta in that boiling water. I'm going to put some oil on. Some people says the oil does nothing to the pasta, but I'm still putting oil in because I'm just used to doing that. A teaspoon of salt. And now our pasta can cook. Next, we want to prepare our fish. For the fish, I'm also just going to rub some oil at the bottom of my pan, half a teaspoon. And the reason why only half a teaspoon, because this fish is very fatty, so it will render its own oil, which is great. so you don't have to add extra oil. So always keep that in mind. When your produce is high in fat or oil, do not add extra oil into your pan. And first, I'm going to start and put some salt at the bottom of my pan, as well as some pepper to sprinkle, and then your fish. And now we can just sprinkle some salt and pepper over our fish. And this now goes in the oven. So garlic is now nice and brown, as you can see. Oh, it looks beautiful. Really, really nice and brown. That's exactly what you want for this pasta. And you have to cook it on high heat. And now you just toss the pasta. What really gives this pasta fantastic flavor when you add some chili. Just 1 or 2 chili peppers, small ones. Oh, it gives it flavor, it gives it everything. And also some bell peppers, but my husband is not a fan of bell peppers. But he loves the pasta just with the parsley and the garlic. It's so much healthier than cheesy pastas or anything like that. So if you want a healthier pasta option, garlic pasta. Very easy to make. Your family will love it. They won't even miss that cheese. Oh, I love this. And so voila, our pasta is done. Let's transfer it now to its bowl. Super nice. Ooh, you want all that goodness out. Very lovely. And to finish off this dish, let's take out our fish. Ooh, ouch. Ooh. The fish is done. Ooh, ooh. This thing is not working properly. Ooh, oh my gosh, it's so hot. What a day. Anyway, the fish is done and looks divine. So let's put the fish on top of our pasta. And as I told you, look at all the fat it rendered. I'm going to put the fat right back on here because I know it's the fat from the fish. What an experience there. The beauties of cooking. That's why I love it. So here is our garlic pasta and fish is done. Super good. Hi guys, so we are back and my husband is going to brace ourselves with his presents, or how do we say it?
Grace.
Sorry. Cut. Hi guys, so we are back and my husband is going to grace ourselves with his presents. He is going to make a South African style fish. This is something that we do for barbecues usually, but my husband made this his own. It's not South African style anymore. It's now a twist with Asian, and now we are Blasian. Blasian style fish. Oh, don't do that. Anyway, black and Asian.
Okay.
Sorry, he looks rough. He's tired. He comes from work. But anyway, he's going to take it away. First, he has to make the sauce, and then we're going to marinate the fish in the sauce. You see, he's good with sauces, just like he's good with the teriyaki sauce. Okay, my love, you can take it away.
All right, sounds good. So just on high, we're just going to melt the butter first. So this is about 500 grams of butter.
50 grams.
Oh, 50 grams, not 500. So 50 grams of butter. And then we're just going to melt it down into the pan. So now that we got the butter pretty much melted all the way, we actually add the garlic. And how many cloves is this?
And that's just, how much do you want? Do you want a tablespoon? Then you just measure it out. It's just over a tablespoon. It's basically a tablespoon.
Yeah, so we just add the garlic. We get the garlic to a point where it's kind of translucent, right? Not hard, translucent. And then we just add the curry sauce. The curry powder. Curry powder to the mix, right? And the wife actually loves measuring stuff, but for me,
For the channel, I have
right?
to.
But for me, everything is by taste, and you know, I just add stuff by taste.
You can taste it, and if it still needs something else, then just add.
Yep. So that's the garlic. That's the actual curry powder, and then we're just gonna add the jam.
And that is a quarter cup, 3/4 cups of jam, and the curry powder was 3 teaspoons of curry powder.
And then you just break it up until it's like in a sauce. It looks really saucy at that point, right?
Don't you want to turn down your heat?
I'll turn it down to medium.
Oh, it looks good.
And then when it gets down to the point where it's kind of like almost saucy, right? Then we add our lemon and our soy sauce.
And we're going to add, do you want to add the lemon now? Is it ready?
Yeah, you can add the lemon now.
So half a lemon, the juice of half a lemon, and this is a quarter cup of soy sauce.
Yeah, Kikuman.
Yeah.
And just mix it really well. And then what we usually do is we put it in foil, right? So we put the fish in foil.
Yeah, we're going to show them that,
And
so I
then
don't like you to talk.
Put it.
That.
Then we put some on the bottom and on top.
And is
But
the
you'll
sauce
see it.
done now?
Yeah, pretty
Or are
much.
you going to cook it a bit more?
We're going to cook it a bit more just to make sure that all the ingredients are mixed together.
Okay.
Properly.
So maybe 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, until you see it's bubbling now. So we'll just let it go for a little while, and then we'll just take it off the heat, and then we'll do the fish.
So our sauce is now done, and that's how you make the sauce for this fish. And it's basically South African style apricot jam sauce with a twist of Asian ingredients such as your soy sauce, and also my husband adds lemon, which we do not add back home. So now I'm going to wrap it in foil and I'm going to show you the rest of the process. All right, guys, our last step for the fish, we are going to put it in foil. And you really need a big piece of foil, depending on your fish. So this piece of foil is way too big because I only have 2 pieces of fish. But it would have been perfect if I had a whole fish. And usually that's what we have. And remember, we are not going to salt our fish or anything like that because there's already soy sauce in there. So I trust and pray that that salt is enough. You want to do your foil like this. All right, guys, my camera died, but thank God I noticed very quickly. So we have 2 pieces of fish here, fillets, kingfish that we have. You can use any kind of fillets. You can use sea bass. Any white fish goes really good with it. I have not tried, or we haven't tried salmon yet with it, but I'm sure it's going to do well. And you need a nice big piece of foil. You double your foil because the sauce, you're going to pour the sauce over the fish and kind of close it. Not kind of, you are going to close it. So you want to make sure that you have enough foil here for your fish. Oh, it looks good. The sauce, it looks good. It tastes good. And if you have a bigger fish, you need more jam. Just double your ingredients. Say, for example, if you have way more people, then you just double the ingredients. That will be enough. You don't have to triple your ingredients. Very lovely. Super lovely. I love it. Now I'm going to bring the foil as close together as possible. Even from the sides here. Because you really want the sauce to be on this fish. Concentrated on the fish. So there is our 2 fillets. Put it in a container. And now it goes in the oven for 20 minutes until your fish is done. And that we will eat with mashed potatoes, and my husband will probably have a bowl of rice. And that is our 3rd dish. Done. Our next main dish is turmeric chicken. And this dish I actually saw on a Middle Eastern lady's Instagram. She's Lebanese or something. But anyway, I call it turmeric chicken. I don't know what she calls it. And I'm putting my own spin on it. So I'm not going to do exactly what she did because I didn't like that she put like some date sauce. She made a date sauce and then she put it in there. We're going to start with our onions. We're going to saute those onions. And I'm not going to put oil in my pan once again because I'm going to use chicken, and chicken renders its own fat. Skin on chicken, chicken pods. I'm not using oil with it. So let's wait for this just to get translucent, and then we can put in our chicken, our spices and our chicken. Our onions are good enough in my opinion. I'm not going to overdo it. So now I'm going to put in some turmeric and some ginger. She puts in garlic, but I like ginger, so I'm going to put ginger in for us and just give this a stir with a little bit of water just to mix the turmeric in with the onion. I'm putting the onions aside, and now I'm going to put in my chicken, skin side down. Now let this cook a little bit. I'm going to cook it for 5 minutes while putting the onions on top. And I now forgot to salt and pepper the chicken. We can still do that. That is just a teaspoon of salt, not a teaspoon, half a tablespoon of salt and a quarter teaspoon of pepper. So now we're just going to brown the chicken. Let it brown on high heat. All right, guys, our chicken is now nice and brown. You can see there. Now I just want to give it a nice stir. Look at that skin. Look at that. You don't need any oil at all to brown your chicken. And look, it's already rendering its fat. So that's beautiful. Now I'm going to add some potatoes. And I'm adding this water as well because this is bottled water that my potatoes was soaked in. And so that's 500 ml of water. And now we're going to cover our pan because everything is in. And we're just going to let it cook on medium until the dish is done. Let's check on our turmeric chicken. I would just like to say, guys, that lady was right, the Lebanese lady, which recipe I tried to copy. There was something missing in the dish, and so I put in a quarter cup of apricot jam, and the dish just came to life. The flavors came out, so definitely I can understand now why she used date syrup. I didn't want to use maple syrup. I'm not a honey person. I cannot have that, but I used some apricot jam, and it actually tastes really good. This is what the dish looked like. And now I'm just transferring it to its bowl. Very nice. Ooh. So I'm going to call it turmeric apricot jam chicken or apricot chicken. Make it my own because it's so good, and there's ginger in it as well, as you know. Very delish. And this dish is also done. Very good. And it smells so good. That apricot, ooh, just oozes out of that dish. And so now we can move on to our next dish. It is time for our lunch proteins. And as per usual, our first lunch protein going to the air fryer, and it is our salmon pieces. Put on fries for 15 minutes. And that's when we start it. I'm not going to start it now because it's going to make a noise. Our next lunch protein is our ground chicken. We need a tablespoon of olive oil. Ground chicken. Salt and pepper. Teaspoon of salt. A quarter teaspoon of pepper. This time I'm using half a teaspoon of coriander powder and half a teaspoon of half a tablespoon of coriander powder and half a tablespoon of cumin powder. We put it on high. And for our prawns, we're going to cook the prawns in that same pan we made that the sauce for the fish, so the prawn can have those flavors of that South African style fish. And so all our proteins are going now, and we need some salt for our prawns as well. Just sprinkle some on, salt and pepper. And as you know, I'm going to beat the chicken, the ground chicken, into taco chicken or taco meat. So I'll be back with, I'll come back when everything's done. I'm going to get my air fryer also going now. Hi guys, we have come to the end of our meal prep day. And this is, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is week 12. And now we have meal prep for 3 months. And you can basically see that we eat the same kind of produce throughout the 3 months. And so I will probably start recycling from week 1 now. So there's no need for me to continue meal prepping. But I hope that somehow you got inspired to start meal prep should you come across my video. And furthermore, just thank you for your support. Please share, please subscribe, support my channel so that the channel can grow. What else? I will definitely come back if I have maybe new meals that I want to prepare or new meals that I'm thinking of. But the meals that I usually prepare or that I've prepared over the 3 months, that's usually our staple meals. I mean, think about it. 4 dishes a week, 5 dishes a week, 4 to 5 dishes every week. That is how many dishes for the month. That's a lot of meals for the month. And our proteins and our lunch proteins and our lunch veggies is very staple, especially the lunch proteins, but also our lunch veggies. It's the things that we can eat and my gut especially can process. If my gut cannot do something, I'm not cooking it. So yeah, that's that. I cannot think of any more meals at the moment. And I'm so happy this is the end, because I am going to continue the channel with workout videos and encourage you to pair meal prep with workout videos or with your workouts, so that you can maintain your body, so that you can gain strength. Everything works together and not in isolation. And so it's all a dance. That's it from me for now. I will see you in the next 2 weeks with a hair video. I will record my hair wash day. It's been 3 months now for me for washing my hair, and my hair really needs a wash now. So I will come back to you guys with another hair wash day, few episodes. The same, I'm just documenting my hair journey, and that's it, and sharing it with you guys. Okie dokie, I'll see you guys next time in 2 weeks in the next video. I'll see you guys, and once again, thank you so much for supporting, for watching, and I hope you learn from my channel. That is the whole purpose of my channel, that I strengthen you through what I share. Thank you.